Could probably, I probably need that black. Oh, God. All right. Well, listen, you might not be able to blacksmith for me, but I will make a sweet outfit out of you. How does that sound? Can we just call it even? There we go, and there we go, and give it the bone machine. There we go. All right, we're getting all boned up. Good.
You picked the wrong fight.
Shaboink. Shaboink. Oh, that was a deep shaboinking right there. I don't know what it is, but how do you know I don't have one? Yeah, that's exactly right. I don't know what it is, but how do you know I don't have one? You know what they say about when you assume? Those masks are most comfortable if they're custom fit. Goldie, are you talking about these masks made out of human flesh, or are you talking about... You know what, Goldie? It's best if we just... Maybe it's best if you don't answer that. As a man with fantasies of a date ending in kidnapping, I wouldn't be shocked if you did have one. Okay, first of all, Goldie, you don't even have it right. The date starts with me being kidnapped. Like, that's where it starts. If I know anything in this world, it's that Killa owns and uses a gimp mask. Okay, dude. Okay, bud. You don't know that? 17. All right, I need 8 more human bits. I'm gonna be right back. If they have a good... Yes, thank you. Well, first of all, if I were kidnapping anybody, it would have to be either CNC or consensual, okay? I don't mind a little light CNC unless it's something it has to be a CNC that I'm comfortable perpetrating, okay? Because I'm what some people would call a fucking pussy, okay? I hate the P word, okay? I find it offensive, but I'm just gonna let you guys know. CNC Music Factory said that those songs are a bop, dude. Jock jams. Gonna make you sweat. Yes, Roofish. CNC Music Factory. Yes. Correct, Goldie. Oh, is that what CNC stands for? I don't even know. I heard it. I did not see the CNC Music Factory's guy's latest post. Do I even want to know? Yeah, oh, Goldie, I don't even know what CNC is. Other than the music, I thought we were talking about jock jams. I thought we were talking about jock jams. My bad. My bad. I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut to move your butt to the dance floor. You know those guys? Oh, God, Roofish. Thank you. I hate it. Listen, when you say an unhinged rant about political stuff online while they're taking a shit, you could be referring to so many people. The specialized carpentry tool. I'm terrible with carpentry. I'm a terrible carpenter. Goldie, I can tell you a carpentry story if you want. If you want like, why Killa's like traumatized to never be a handyman carpenter story. My dad was a diesel mechanic. And he repaired like 18-wheelers and like fucking stone crushers and like like the type of like machines you have to crawl up on top of to like repair. Yeah, I'll give you the story about me carpentering. And my father was exceptionally handy. He was exceptionally talented. Like he grew up like on a farm. You know what I mean? Like my dad was like he was just very, very talented in terms of carpentry and building. So an example is when I was very young, my dad bought a house and he gutted the house. And with the help of a friend, like redid the electrical in it and redid the sheetrock in it and painted it and like did the plumbing and shit like that. Later in his life, after I had left the house, my dad bought a plot of land on the side of a mountain in Vermont. And he and another friend literally built a log cabin from the trees on the property. And when I say literally built a log cabin, I mean, they were doing the thing where you shave the trees, where you grab the thing with both hands and shave the trees into logs and then treat them and then place them with construction equipment piece by piece. And they built a 2-story house out of logs. Now, this is an important part of the context for this story. My dad was exceptionally fucking talented in all areas of like building and things, okay? One of my first paid jobs that I ever got was for a basically industrial plumbing company for whom my dad fixed their trucks. So they had a huge fleet of trucks. This was an industrial plumbing company. And they hired me. Okay? They hired me on as like an apprentice, kind of. And my first job with them was basically revamping the second floor of a hospital wing. And it was like one of these construction jobs where there's like 70 people on site and they're literally like pulling the pipes out and pulling the walls down and things like that. So they hired the son of this exceptionally talented guy to come in and like be an apprentice. One of the first jobs that they gave me was they needed to run this giant metal pipe. Now this pipe was like a foot in like diameter. This giant in the pipe was like inch thick, like fucking cast metal, and it carried like water. And they had to run this pipe, but the pipe had to be like a foot off the ground. The pipe couldn't go on the ground. So to hold the pipe, they needed somebody, some idiot, to go cut up a bunch of 2x4s and make these braces that the pipe would sit on top of. So they hire me and they send me over to this guy. And his job had been to make the braces, but they needed him to do something else. So this guy says, I'm going to show you how to make these braces. Now, I didn't know at the time how stupid I was. This was like my stupid awakening. So this guy pulls out this saw on a fucking table. He like chalk lines a bunch of fucking things. And he's like, bzz, 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 nail gun, pow, 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 bzz, whack, whack, whack with the hammer. And in like, literally like 1 minute, this guy built this fucking brace that the pipe can sit on. And there's a pile of lumber there. And he's like, do you understand how to do this? And I said, yes. And he said, okay. And he walked away. I went over and I looked at the lumber and I started to cut the lumber and I got the chalk line out. I snapped it. That was very satisfying. I really know how to use the hammer. And I made my first pipe brace. And it took me about 40 minutes to make the first one. And the guy came over and he looked at it and he said, how many of these have you built? And I said, just this one, sir. And he said, good. I said, okay. And he said, hey, I'd like you to head back to where the headquarters was. He's like, you can grab the truck. There's a couple of guys going back. I want you to head back to the headquarters. And I said, but what about the rest of the braces? And he said, on the other side of town, we're going to be opening up a new headquarters. And there's a lot of brush that needs to be cleared over there. Do you know how to run a lawnmower? And I said, Yes. And he said, do you know how to load brush into the back of a truck? And I said, yes. And he said, I think that's likely what you're going to be doing for the rest of the summer. And I was like, okay. So for the rest of the summer, I spent clearing brush, loading it into the back of the truck, and bringing it out to a burn pit where somebody else was burning it because I'm not convinced that they would have let me burn the brush. That's the story. Now, we can draw a fucking line between me not being able to build the pipe brace to me not being able to hang and mount my television in on my wall. Like, if we want to like follow the trauma and the PTSD, I think that those things might be connected. With a great voice, your storytelling is mid, but great story. Thank you, I think. Thank you. And that's the story about how I never built anything out of wood ever again for the rest of my life. Do I want this dude? I think oh, beat that guy up. Hold up. Hold up. Just seconds before he said, oh. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, listen. Oh, I don't have my fucking truncheon. Oh, God. Lizzie, I didn't bring my fucking Whompers. All right. And look at you now. You built a whole Twitch community single-handedly, and he couldn't. Blue Vegas, thank you. Thank you for that. Ow. There we go. Guys, I'm down here collecting meat. If your TV is bigger than 40 inches, thank you, Goldie. It is 45 inches, actually. Wait, what the fuck is that? Oh. Century eggs. Iron Guardian heads. Guys, I feel like just by virtue of, like, looting all these dudes, I got a bunch of, like, great shit. But I'm really just here for the meat. Oh, hold on. Well, she died because I was looking for my truncheon so I could enslave the one guy. Hold on, let me get this. Oh, thank you, Traz. You're too kind. Look, I noticed. I didn't want to say anything, okay? I didn't want to say anything. But I noticed that once Carnage noticed that I was streaming Conan, he started streaming Path of Exile 2. Now, I'm not going to say that those two things are connected, but someone could come to the conclusion that Carnage just didn't want to go head-to-head with a heavyweight like me in the category. Okay, some people could say that. This is how okay, I didn't commit bank fraud. I was really good at it. Like, not committing bank fraud, but working in bank fraud. I have the arrows. Every time you talk about, it's like, why don't you just hold it, right-click on the wall, and select install? Oh, mounting the TV? I know, I wish. I wish. Oh, I missed. I have a cook. Guys, I think we just need a couple more of these, and then we're gonna go, I'm gonna fucking die. Hello? Lizzie, please don't fucking die. Lizzie, please don't fucking die. Alright, that guy's dead. Oh, Lizzie's gonna die. I'm coming to save you, Lizzie, but I didn't hit anybody. Lizzie! Oh my god. Alright, Lizzie, we gotta go. I don't know. I don't remember how much meat I needed. I think it was a lot. That is definitely true if you're delusional, but you're always correct in your assumptions. Thank you, bud. Oh, what is that? I found a little dolly. Oh, it's an effigy doll. It really was. And some of this. All right, I think I might actually just need one more, but we can get that back home. Guys, I think this set of armor that I'm gonna make is gonna be disgustingly strong. Like, absurdly strong. We gotta get Lizzie out of here. There we go. Hold on. I missed the chats. Imagine if Killer were still stuck doing bank fraud. Okay, working in bank fraud, FBI, if you're listening. A little off topic, but what education would you recommend your son when the time comes? Listen, I'm gonna give a really unsatisfactory answer for this. I would encourage my son to get a college education because I think that it is likely his best long-term financial outcome, assuming nothing weird changes in the next, 12 years or whatever. I would encourage my son to get a college education. But I'm gonna be honest with you. The only thing that I really give a shit about is that my son is happy. I don't care what he goes to school to learn. If he decides to go into the trades, he can go into the trades. I have no problem with that. He asked me if I ever wanted him to go into the military because I've told him about my military service. I've told him that I do not, but if he wants to, I would support it. I don't know. I think as somebody who has spent the majority of their life with, regrets and things that they wish they had done differently, and a lifetime of being largely unhappy doing what I do, not the last 4 or 5 years in content creation, but I mean in my professional life, I just don't care if whatever my son wants to do. I just want him to be happy with himself. I want him to be happy with what he does. I know this is a stupid answer in a world that is largely designed for people like us to maybe not be as happy as we otherwise could be, but the only thing that I want for my son is to love himself, to love what he does, and have no regrets. Whatever he chooses, I just want that to be his goal. That is it. End of story. Do not care. That is my best answer for that. All right, we go back here. All right, guys, I should have enough meat. With that being said, I should have enough meat to make my clothes now. Killa, you just made a grown man shed some tears. I'm sorry. I think it's an overly naive expectation, but that's my goal. I think it's an easy thing to say. I think it sounds good. I think it's very naive, but that's just what my heart says. That's what my heart says. Yeah, Mortal X, that's exactly right. There we go. All right, let me see if I can make my human flesh suit. Oh, gee, I'm one off. I'll be right back. Guys, we have one more person that we have to kill and flay. Then I can make my set, and then we could go do some exploration. You said a lot of Yalabaibi. This is a great little spot. Stay here in case I have to recruit. Just stay here. We all kind of wish Killer were our dad? Maybe. I'm kind of annoying, though. You got to remember that. You're not only very fun to watch, you're a generally good person. Lane, thank you. That means a lot. That means a lot to me. I mean that. I need my thumper. I'm missing me thumper. I know my house. Somebody said that my house looks like Dr. Phil's haircut the other day, and I gotta fix it. That's right, Immortal X. 100%. 100%. Yeah, somebody said, yeah, I'll show you the other side. It really looks like that. Also, good morning. Hey, Lane, good morning. I'm having a good morning. I'm having a very good morning. I got a lot of work done this morning, and now we're streaming, and I get to see my boy tonight. He and I are going to hang out. Oh, I don't need you, dude. There we go. I just need your meat, dude. I don't need you. I just need your meat. Big mood. There we go. Well, I'll take this and this, though. Okay, I need a performer, a smelter, a blacksmith, or a carpenter. I have a fighter and a cook. You guys all get to, ow, stab me a little bit and then die. There we go. Bonk, bonk, bonk. All right, guys, we can make our set of armor. Let me make sure I have enough bones. We might need a few more bones, but 5 bones there. Well, Trez, I'm glad that you had your brother in your life, then. Morning, Snark. My game just updated. I'm gonna cry if it broke my mods. Mostly just cosmetic things. Yeah, I get that. Damn, Cam Bam. Goldie, you're already in. Goldie, you're something called a scout, right? I don't think anybody knows what you do, but you've been working the armor bench tirelessly since you got in. I haven't made the armors for everybody yet, so that's gonna be one of my next goals, is getting you guys the armor of the clan. All right, guys, we should be able to make one of everything. I don't know what century eggs are. Yeah, not only, I mean, she was it was like some type of, she had the gold border around her name when we got her. I don't know what it means, but, guys, I've got golem bits everywhere. You go in there. Crisis averted, game loaded just fine. Yeah, you hate when it breaks. All right. Here we go. Yeah, I'm hoping that this is as absurdly overpowered as it looks. And that I can repair it. All right, that's all 5 of those. You can go in there. You can go in there. While that's cooking, we're going to go ahead and drop off here. Did we get any thick leather? Okay, I guess I'll just go fuck myself then. I wonder if it works backwards. Here, put you down here. I feel like the thick hide. Inner table. Must be weave. What if we need the improved table? Let me go ahead and drop off everything else here. Guys, where's my meat grinder? We got to do a little bit of base work. I do want to get a bunch of exploration in today, but I do have a bunch of base work that I would like to get done. Good. I have so much meat. Put my eggs in there, like gauntlets over here. You know what I really want? I want there has to be a mannequin system in this game. There simply must be. There's no way. Stand. It's called a stand. Ooh. Okay. There, I don't actually see one. Let's see if my armor is ready here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, guys, let's see what my stats are now. So, movement speed is 100%. Total damage reduction is 17%. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, stats. Movement speed 100% and 25%. All right. Good. Honestly, I don't hate that. My problem is I still cannot repair my punching daggers. Let's drop all of this off in here. Boy. Oh. Oh, no. Do you guys know? No. Oh, oh, if I'm, there's no way that when I craft a piece of gear, that all of this is going to be applied to it by virtue of Goldie making it. That's not. I do not believe that. That's too good. That is a too good to be true. Goldie, can you make me a face mask? There's no way. No. Okay, that doesn't. That might actually be true. 28 health. 28 health. 8 health difference. 8 health difference. 8 health difference. Oh my god, there's no way. There's no fucking way. Oh my god. That is so so fucking cool. You know what? Here's what's so crazy about it. Guys, you guys have never seen anybody that fails upward like I do. So first of all, I didn't know what a scout ride was. The only reason that I really wanted to capture her is because she had the gold border around her name. And then I catch her. I have no idea what a scout ride does. She walks over to the fucking table, and she's just been working at the table the whole time. So it's like, I don't know, she must do something with armor. Like, it's so actually unbelievable, like, how silly that is. What the fuck, chat? So, I've noticed that these guys have, like, a crafting speed. I assumed everybody was crafting speed. Trevelyan's tanning table. What the fuck? Crafting speed. Wait. Oh my fucking god, chat. There's no fucking way. Here's the problem. All the gear that I just made, I made myself, and I didn't get the bonus. Oh, God. I bet if I get... Oh, God. If I get a priest... I bet I need a priest for this. Here's the problem. A T3 priest spawns down at the meat farm. But I mean, I guess that's like better than nothing. We should have captured a T3 priest and assigned them to this and then made our gear. Oh my fucking god. I'm gonna be honest with you, that is insanely cool. Like, that is an insanely fucking cool in-game system. Alright. Good morning, Strange Candy. I think that Goldie has earned her set of gear. Hold on, Goldie. I'm gonna give you your set of gear, Goldie. Okay. Hold up. What am I missing? There's no way I'm missing anything for this. It must be the light padding. So I have the helm. Wait, is that it? Wait, why is it locked out? Recipes from thralls. Okay. Okay. Oh my god, I got recipes from the dancer. Guys, shut the fuck up. There's no way. Stygian headdress? Hold up. Here, let's... Okay, there's no way this game is that fucking cool. There's like no fucking way, Chad. Hold up. Cybertrez is about to be fucking straight banging up here. Hold up. I love Tony Dancer and Who's the Boss Thinks I Hate It. Where did that go? There it is. Oh, pull that out of there and that out of there. That is an insanely cool mechanic. Hold on. Trez, listen, I appreciate what you're wearing, but I'm gonna get you a little upgrade here. Wait, where did... there it is. Okay. Listen, we're not trying to objectify women here, Trez. You can have that back. Okay, you guys can't see it because it's too dark. You don't. It's best if you don't. I need like a fucking place to put all my armor. You have to kill friendly dwarves to get the items. Yeah, that's why I don't like Mistlands either. Obviously, those adorable little dwarves that are just minding their own business. Okay, guys. Guys, the next time a construction hammer goes missing, I'm gonna start. Okay, I found it. Never mind. I'm gonna start executing thralls. Okay, I'm just gonna say it right now. Decorations, storage, wine. Confirm. Okay. Put this away. All right. Oh my god, I got thick leather. Okay, I think I just learned another thing. Hold on. If I'm right, I'm gonna be so annoyed. Hold on, Gray, hold on. Okay. Okay. Here's what I think. I think that the crafting thing starts from the bottom right. Okay? For some reason, I thought that it would start with the top left. But the top left was just giving me leather. So my new theory is that the crafting machines start from the bottom right. So I moved the thick hide down here. Hoping, because it wasn't making thick leather from thick hide up here, so I moved it down here to see if it would start making the thick leather, and it has, which means that we've got the punching daggers back. Okay. Alright, we're moving in the right direction. Wait, how the fuck... Oh, those are the iron ones. Oh, get those out of my face. These things are fucking trashola. Where did my good ones go, Chad? Okay. Okay. Guys. Where did my steel punching down? Okay. Okay, they gotta be, like... I bet they're in a fireplace somewhere. Gray, do I want a nudge? Gray, do I look like the kind of guy that needs a nudge? Bud, I'm kind of destroying this game right now. Okay, steel punching daggers there. Oh, I should have everything to fix these. There we go. Bop. Guys, I literally just discovered like 7 fucking things in 5 minutes. I just discovered like 7 things in 5 minutes, and you guys think that I need a nudge? That is fucking wild assertion right there, bud. Can I just... There's a quick... Hold on, I did find a quick stag button. Hold on. Oh, that's just to put it in there. Okay. Okay, here's my problem. I have too many whips. Let me drop some of these in a reef. Yeah, thank you, Snarkinist. I'm literally reeling from, like, the amount of discoveries I just made. And this guy's over here trying to tell me I need a nudge. I just solved, like, 7 complex endgame systems, and Gray's like, oh, by the way, do you need a nudge? This fucking guy, chat. Am I right? He's still having PTSD from opening that true. Thank you, Maury. Am I glad that thralls don't permanite? I think they do permanite after 3 deaths, right? Here's what I need. Here's what I need. I need a bigger storage. I need like a big fucking big box. Treasure. Store wealth of a clan. Let's see. Tavern. I don't know that I need that. Artisan table, decorative basket. Ooh. Wait, can I design my own emblem and hang my banners everywhere? Oh, no. Guys, we were supposed to do stuff today. Repair the boner. Okay, my bow. My bow is kind of fucked because I don't have any silk. I know where to get the silk from. Give me this. Here's what I need. I need storage for armor. Gray, does your nudge have anything to do with armor storage? If your nudge has to do with armor storage, then I might be interested. If you're trying to tell me that there exists a mannequin, then I will accept that. Okay, go ahead, Gray. Gray, you may nudge me. Is it a life choice that you're making to wear a loincloth and necklace as armor, or do they have... Oh, brother! Psychon! So here's the thing. First for display. All right, hold on. Here's the thing, buddy. So I'm going to show you an example. So this helm that I just made, this is a light armor helm with an 18 armor value. So it's light, it's 18 armor value for a helm. All of the other light armor helms in here, let me find one. That's a medium. Hold on. I hope I'm not really wrong right now, because that'll be awkward. Medium. Medium. The other light armors that I looked at have like way less armor, I think. Boy, I might about to be wrong, but I don't think so, dude. I can't sort by light armor. That would be so fucking tits McGee. The Aquilosian armor that I was wearing is... That's a medium. Here we go. That's a medium. Well, fuck me. Luke, you're 6. So the light armor that I was wearing is a 6 armor value. So I was wearing this armor earlier. This is the Aquilonian Scout headgear. 6 armor value on the helm. Plus the agility weapon damage, which is good, no doubt. But if we even look at the Scout vest is 11. the armor that I'm wearing here is 31. Like, this light set of armor is 3 times the actual armor of the stuff that I can make at that bench. Now, granted, the stuff that I can make at that bench is super cheap, and I haven't made any armor with the bonuses from Goldie yet, but, yes, like, this armor here, despite how it looks, is probably, like, it gives me about 7% more damage reduction than wearing the regular light armor. So, to answer your question, this is absolutely more damage reduction than the other light armor that I can make, yeah. Search display, knowledge, display. Triple slot. Oh, well, those are weapons. Triple slot. I can probably get a triple slot. Unlock this. Oh, it does allow me to make an artisan table. So, requires furniture maker. All right, it's 1 point. 2 points. Maybe let's Traz dance for a moment. You may. You may. Let's all gather around. I would like, just... Whoa! Jeez, I just pulled my own hamstrings watching that. Wait, what the fuck? All right, listen, chat. Her eyes are up there. Okay, her eyes are up there. Doing the ray gun moveset. There we go. There we go. And if you need, search for the thing armor display. Well, I need to display armor. Oh, here we go. Master armor. Apprentice armor smith. Thin armor plating. Gray, I think you might be bullshitting me. Armor plating. Armor. Let me see. Display. I don't think it exists, dude. Hold up. Let me get out my hammer. Decoration. Storage, maybe? Crafting stations. Furniture. Carpentry. Oh, Jesus. Harold's Christ on a rubber fucking crutch. What is this hell? Oh. You guys are not gonna believe how many fucking tables someone has to make in this game. Alright, hold on. I gotta put that on hold for right now. I was definitely having a peek at the jiggle physics, purely for science though, right? Purely for science. Alright, so... kind of want to make a couple things here. Hold on. Here's what I want to do. Everybody stop, because I need to do some things. I'm very scattered right now. We gotta pull it in. We'll put this here for now. Yay, they really are, Goldie. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I would rather... Hold on. I don't know if this is a good take or not. I would rather have a bunch of massive crafting stations than have one crafting station and have to make like 20 linkables. Like, I think that Valheim strikes a really good balance when it comes to linkables for the most part. I think the system's a little wonky, but there's not too many linkables. When we did Nightingale, remember Nightingale? Like, you had to have like 12 linkables per bench. And then sometimes you had to change the linkables to like make other things. That shit was fucking nutso. So I would rather this system where it's a bunch of different workbenches that at least I can kind of like organize together versus 1 or 2 workbenches and then 20 linkables. Linkable range needs to be farther for better decoration. I agree as well. Yeah, Nightingale was giga linkage. Yeah, that was like dirty linkage. Why do we not? Guys, the game says that we don't have hide. I have 700. Okay, we probably should stop. Okay, well, okay. Well, guys, I cannot make you your things just yet. But look, I cannot stand around fucking around in the base all day. We gotta go get some shit done. It really was, Gray. Yeah, it was a logic puzzle. Which is, like, I loved everything about Nightingale except that. I would say the server crashing at release and the table linkables need to be streamlined, but other than that, like, I fucking adored that game. I loved the look of it. Get in my pants. Stop. Wait a minute. You're not even in my pants. Where do we put my good bow? I thought we put a bow... Oh, we did. My hunting bow is here. My fucking loser-ass hunting bow. All right, you get in there. All right. Guys, we have to go do adventures. We're going to go do some adventures. I would be happy with the giant benches if they aligned. Yeah, I thought for sure that I was missing the snapping thing the whole time I was playing this game. I was like, there's no way this game doesn't have snapping. Like, a game where I can just click on a bench that's full of thousands of items and just move it anywhere I want without having to empty it first. Like, I was like, there's no way this game doesn't have the ability to snap to the floor. Like, that's not possible. Did Conan update for you this morning? If not, there's one out. I don't think it updated for me this morning, no. Are we smelting? Hold on. We're good in here. We're good in here. And what are we missing? We're missing iron. Shift click this. You in there. You in there. Alright, so... Are we missing... Am I missing my wood, too? I think I am missing wood. Shift click this. Bring you here. And shaboink on the steel. Maybe to update it manually? Okay. I'm not too worried about it right now. Unless there was something in the update that was, like, really big. Okay, guys, I'm gonna, before we go, listen, if we don't go do something, I'm gonna sit in this space yapping all day. I don't think there is a way to, oh, wait, you can snap to the floor. Maybe it's the foundations that I'm using I can't snap to. Maybe it's because I'm trying to snap to foundations. It was for something very specific. Was it for my person getting stuck in the dregs? If it was for my follower not being able to, like, go into the dregs with me, then... that button doesn't seem to do shit for me. I've hit that button before. Oh, I'm cumbied. Lizzie! Come to me! Alright. I gotta move something here. Lizzie! Oh my god. My thralls, like, anytime I need them, nowhere to be found. Lizzie! Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Just like when I'm in the dregs, Lizzie, nowhere to be found. Good. I'm gonna try something. I'm about to see if this game really does have the greatest quality of life of all time. Hold on. And we're about to level up again, too. It's all out of the way. Here, I'm just gonna whack this. Dude, can I just whack it with that or no? No, apparently not. Alright. Let me clear some of this out here. I'm gonna see if I can squeeze this big old fella in the side here. Move it. Animal. Oh, fuck. I have to put my turtles in my butt, I think. Hold on. I need a bigger butt. Oh, I know who can take some ass turtles. Follow me, Arrow. Let's see. Alright, so... There we go. And And 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if I can do this real quick. 5. Yeah, I might have to hold on to one ass turtle. Ooh. Is it one ass turtle too many? Son of a gun. Come with me. Come with me. Come with me, bud. There you go. Come on. Come on, Arrow. Come on. I'm trying to horse call. I'm trying to horse click with my mouth like they do in the movies. So I guess that doesn't work like that. What about... Okay. How thick am I? I'm too thick. These ass turtles are unfucking believably heavy. Hold on. Can I put an ass turtle in a workbench? I can. Beautiful. Alright. I'm going to try to squeeze this up here on the beach. Animal pen is not empty. Really? So this does... Okay, I'm going to have to take the plant fiber and the animal... Jesus Christ. Hold up. Alright, nobody's saying anything. Oh, that's the fucking bench is full. Here we go. The plant fiber's heavy. Alright, bud, you gotta come over here. Stand out of the way. Stop following. I'm about to make magic happen, brother. Okay, should be empty now. Move it. Okay. Can't move it any further. There's no way. Move it. Shh. Come to papa. Are you fucking shitting me? Move it to a new location. Alright, game. Hold, adjust, tilt, rotate. How do I know? How do I know if it's fucking right, Chad? That feels pretty right, right? Does that look right to you? That is not right. Well, I'm gonna take a look here. I might have to do a little fine adjustment. Ooh. Have to give it a little spin to win here. I don't think this is actually how this is gonna work at all. Okay, there has to be... Alright, so this stair is technically the center. Move it over a little bit. A little overlapping there. I think that's gotta be right, right? That's gotta be right here. Shaboink. Fuck, I feel like it's getting close. I wanted it a little closer. Okay, let's move it over. Hold on. Spin, 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 and back up. Maybe I want it angled a little bit. Okay, that's gotta be... Actually, I think the angle was perfect because it was like straight on last time. Boink, how's that look? Okay, what the fuck, guys? What the fuck? All right, spin, 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 and this is got to be straight right here. That's got to be boink. I feel like that's as close as we're gonna get it. Hold on. Does it line up this way? Honestly, not bad, really. There we go. I'm gonna put a little walkway here with some lights. It's gonna be adorbs. I need Captain Ass Turtle to come here, though. Arrow! Follow me. I just want my animals to be able to, like, look out and see the ocean. You know what I mean? Bop, 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 bop. There we go. Bop, 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 bop. Dong. Actually, bring the dong. I have one more. I wonder if I can put it in. I bet I can slide it in from the side if I really work hard at it. If I get the right angle. Wait. Hold up. I am building a civilization. That is correct. I'm going to make it even better, dude. I'm going to make it even better. There we go. Guys. Oh, I bet I put that turtle in here. Okay, hold on. I put it in the blacksmith bench because, obviously. Here you go. And then bring it with you, Arrow. Maybe Daddy has a sec. Listen, that oil hole is real. It is juicy, dude. That oil hole in Arc Raiders, absolutely juice-tastic in there. All right, there we go. Here we go. Okay, we got it moved. I kind of want to do... I have an idea for there. We absolutely have to fix the Dr. Phil look of this place. Right? That is absolutely, like, people are right. That is the Dr. Phil haircut. We do not need that. Let me go drop off my animal shit over here. Didn't we grab... Oh, we put the dung back in. True. Look, oh my, I have some dung in there. That doesn't need dung. And we're good in there. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna peek it. I think I would... Ooh, I know what I'm gonna do. Second story, tavern. Okay? You guys are gonna lose your fucking minds when you see it. I know what I'm gonna do with this corner. I do want to do the walls all the way around with like a little wooden fence in here for the garden. And I'm gonna put a roof on this and peek it down, and we're gonna put a tavern up on the second story. So we'll do like some poles up with a little roof on it, like a cabana. We'll make a little cabana. Very nice, very nice. All right, we also need more torches and all that shit out here. But right now, what we need to do is prepare for the dregs. Stop falling. I want to look at heavy armor real quick for the followers. What is the most heavy armor that I can make? Black Dragon Helm. Holy tits. Okay. I can actually make this heavy padding. Heavy padding is... Oh. Okay. You guys are not going to believe this. But... I need the thick hide. All right, so I have to remember... We're going to have to go on a thick armor hunt today. All right.